Hello and welcome back to Minstrels on the Block with special guest Gini Woolfolk. So Gini, what is your background in music as far as inspiration is concerned?
As far as inspiration with what I do, I grew up listening to a lot of the old folk kind of songs, the Simon and Garfunkel and the Judy Collins and Peter, Paul, and Mary, and anything in that realm. Because of my parents, I listened to a lot of those records, and I have since inherited all those records and still listen to all that. So I kind of grew up listening to that. So when I started playing guitar naturally, some of those are what I started to learn on the guitar. At the same time, I had this other element that's completely and totally opposite. That's like a classical background and training, and kind of intertwining them was interesting because then I could, get a sheet of music that involved a song that I wanted to learn in this other area and learn it. And it helps when it's helped when I've gone to write songs and try to learn how to do that with some of the technicalities. But as far as the writing of my music and all that, the inspiration for individual songs comes from different places, from some random thought that I had that got stuck in my head to just a phrase that someone else said, and I said, okay, I'm going to write a song about that. And so there's all different kinds of inspirations that happen, and as far as the writing goes, I get an idea and it won't leave my head, and I have to just get it out is a lot of times what happens.
So do you come from like a musical family? Is it like, do your parents play, or did it start?
My parents played some when I was younger. They don't play anymore, but they did that kind of as a hobby and something to do when they were younger and we were younger, and even before I was born and all that. So I definitely got a little bit of that from my parents, watching them just pick a little bit. And but I really think that as far as how much I play now and the direction that I took it, that's kind of a first for my immediate family. So I have a cousin that plays music, and as growing up, we did play together some. And but it was always just something that I was very interested in and continued. I remember my mom. I wouldn't have been allowed to take piano lessons unless I was practicing. No one was ever going to force me to practice. But the deal was, if I didn't practice, I didn't get to take the lessons. So it was a very self-motivated kind of thing that went on. So
it takes some discipline. What drives you to continue? What fuels your desire to continue playing music?
I enjoy it. That's the only reason, really. It's fun to do. There's a feeling that you get after playing a show, especially if it went really well. That's just a really good feeling, and I don't really know what else to do.
If it's in you, it's in you.
Yeah.
So what would you like to see? I know that Columbus and Phoenix City have a thriving music community, lots of talented artists. What would you like to see happen in the community as far as the music is concerned, artists and venues?
Well, I would like for there to be more places for the local people to play and really be able to establish some kind of regular base of things. We do have some, Fountain City Coffee is a good place to just go and play when you just want to play for a few hours and have people come listen. I'd really like to see kind of a mingling of people and kind of an Opry type situation where everybody's kind of involved together, and to a degree we have that. It is hard to coordinate those things as people stay busy, and we don't do this for our jobs. Most of us don't. Most of us have other things going on. So I just want to keep seeing everybody out playing, really.
What do you see in your own personal future as far as your own music is concerned? Where do you want to go?
I just want to keep playing. So in whatever form or fashion that I can. Every new time that I play somewhere is a new experience, and even in the year 2011, there's been some cool places that I've gotten to go. We went up to with the Ramblers up to Asheville
Nice.
about a month or two ago, and played for a company called the Earth Fair. They have one over in Opelika, Auburn. And we're actually next, let's see, it'll be the 18th and 19th of February. We'll be in Montgomery playing an opening for an Earth Fair.
Wow.
So those are some cool things to get to do. It's interesting playing in a grocery store. We went down and played in Tallahassee, and they had us set up for an Earth Fair opening. And they had us set up right in front of the checkout lines as people are checking out. We're just right there in front of them. That was around Christmas time, I remember, because we were in front of this huge Christmas tree. And you hear the beeps, 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 the people checking out. But it was cool because it gave people something to listen to as we were as we were playing, and everyone seemed very interested and open to buying CDs and all that kind of thing at that time. So that's been a very interesting thing to do. I love playing the festivals that we have going on here. We've got Hog Bottom coming up at the end of April, beginning of May. There's the Doonanny happening at the end of, what is the date for that? The end of March.
Like March 27th,
yeah, end of March.
Something like that.
And well, I don't remember what the question was. I started rambling and don't know what the question was anymore.
Oh, no, that's fine. You answered it.
Okay.
So, you've got your CD available. We're going to go to another one of your songs.
Okay.
And so tell the audience where they can get your CDs.
Well, my CD is called In the Springtime, and it is available on CD Baby. It's at cdbaby.com/CD/Gini Woolfolk. And it's also available in Columbus at Gorilla Guitar and Gina's Junk. And it will also be available anywhere that you find me playing. So
Cool. So let's go to Gini's song.
I'm Gini Woolfolk, and I'm going to play a song that I wrote off my album In the Springtime, which you can find at cdbaby.com/CD/Gini Woolfolk. This is called The Hardest Part.